The Lumber Room by Saki. Last part. Now we know complete action of the short story and what happens at the end. There is a serious conflict between Aunt and Nicholas. We also discussed the last conflict between them. Now, in every conflict, Nicholas is the winner. He is the winner. All other elders are defeaters, losers. Now, today in this session, we are going to discuss this resolution or the end of the short story. Now, in this scene, all characters sit together at the evening tea table to have evening tea. The children who went to Jagborough Beach, they also returned, but not in a happy mood. They are in very angry mood because their trip has been a complete failure, utter failure. There is no delight as Aunt expected. Especially Bobby. Bobby is suffering badly, seriously from his tight boots. Now they have completely destroyed his happiness, his temper. His feet are wounded, injured, cut by tight boots. He comes home in an angry mood, criticizing the aunt for his for her picnic. Actually, this picnic is arranged as a punishment for Nicholas, but unfortunately, this picnic becomes a punishment for other children. Now they return home for the evening tea. The aunt is also there. She is also in angry or as well as shameful mood. She is silent. No more orders, no more commands, no more criticisms. She is in a silent mood. Why? She has been completely defeated and she has lost all the arguments with the Nicholas smart character. Now she is silent, she is in a shameful mood. She has also been punished herself. She falls into the rainwater tank when she goes into the gooseberry garden to punish Nicholas. But Nicholas is also seated at the tea table. Now he does not think of strawberry jam. He knows that he will never receive strawberry jam. But he has something to be happy. What is it? He has been a successful person, the winner of the day. He has been the winner of the day. He has won everything, his arguments and also his expedition into the lumber room. Nicholas is very happy, in a delightful mood. He is the one and only person who is very happy. He still thinks of the lumber room, especially the hunter and his two dogs. The wolves are coming towards him, and Nicholas wishes that Hunt and the dogs may escape death by the hands of wolves. Now, in that way, the short story ends, making Nicholas the winner of the day, a victorious character of the whole action. Okay, now let's read that part. Tea that evening was partaken. Partaken means attended. Attended in a fearsome silence. Everybody is in a dangerous, very deep silence. No one speaks. The tide means, now the writer refers to the Jagborough picnic. When the children went to the Jagborough picnic, the tide means the wave, sea water, had been at its highest. The seawater had risen, inundating or covering the whole beach with water. When the children had arrived at Jagborough Cove, when they come to Jagborough Cove, the whole beach is underwater because of high tide. So there had been no sands, no beach. No sands means no beach to play on. There is no sands to play on. A circumstance, this is a situation, condition, circumstance that the aunt had overlooked, aunt had disregarded, not cared. Overlooked means aunt had not cared, regarded. In the haste, quickness, this quickness of organizing a punitive expedition, punishing journey. This punitive means punishing. When the aunt arranges this punitive picnic or punishing picnic, she had neglected, overlooked, neglected, disregarded, not cared this situation. Therefore, these children happened to face very miserable situation because of aunt's bad organization. You know, when things are not properly organized, they will all go wrong, right? Therefore, organization, arrangements, preparations, and Nicholas' lumber room picnic, lumber room journey, expedition becomes successful because he arranges everything, prepares. He overlooks all possible dangers, all possible problems. Therefore, his lumber room expedition becomes very, very successful, whereas this aunt's expedition to Jagborough picnic becomes very, very unsuccessful because she does not arrange this, organize this, considering every aspect of it. Therefore, what happens? These children happen to suffer. Overlooked. The tightness of Bobby's boots. This is another problem. Tightness. Now, we already know that Bobby has tight boots. Now, this creates much pain, much misery to this boy. Had disastrous, very dangerous, destructive effect on his temper, patience. Now, Bobby is angry. His temper has disappeared. He is full of anger about this woman. The whole afternoon and altogether, as a whole, the children could not have been said to. It cannot be said that they have enjoyed themselves. Now, what is the final result? Now, final result is that these children have not enjoyed their picnic. Now, it also becomes failure because of aunt's a lack of organization and preparations. Had disastrous effect on his temper all afternoon, and altogether children could not have been said to have enjoyed themselves. The aunt kept frozen muteness, frozen, very deep muteness, silence. Aunt is in a frozen muteness or deep silence. She does not speak. She does not speak. Mm? She is silent, like one who has suffered undignified. Undignified means uh, disrespectful and unmerited, useless, uh, no advantages, useless detention. Waiting, detention means remaining or waiting uh, in a rainwater tank for 35 minutes now. Aunt has been in this rainwater tank for 35 minutes. This is too bad for such an old lady, such an old lady. Waiting in a rainwater tank for 35 minutes, unbearable misery. Therefore, she is silent, angry, as well as shameful, ashamed of her situation. For Nicholas, but for Nicholas, as for Nicholas, he too. Nicholas is also silent in the absorption, thought of. In his thoughts, absorption means in the uh, in the absorption of one who has much to think about. Absorbed. He's absorbed or immersion or immersed in thinking, full of thinking. Nicholas is in deep thinking. That is the idea. Nicholas is also in deep thinking, like one who has to think a lot. It was just possible. What does he think? He still thinks of the lumber room and the hunter, the tapestry pictures hunter. Uh, it is possible he considered, Nicholas considered that the huntsman would escape. The huntsman would escape, save his life with his dogs, hounds. Hounds means hunting dogs, with his hounds, while the wolves, but the wolf, they will not hunt the hunter and his dogs, but instead they will eat. Feasted on means enjoy or eat the stricken stag, that dead fallen stag. Instead of hunting the hunter and the hounds or the hunter's dogs, this wolf will eat the stag, dead stag. Now, that is what Nicholas thinks. That could be possible. That could be possible. Nicholas' secret wish is to save, let the hunter save and his dog save their lives from wolf. That is what he is thinking. Now, in this way, the short story ends giving victory to our friend, the major character, the protagonist, Nicholas. This is the way of Saki's short story ends. Most often, his child character, hero, becomes the winner, and all elders are criticized and losers because Saki personally hates elders and their influence, their uh, forceful influence, control, and authority over the children. Saki believes that children should be free from elders' control to enjoy their life by discovering and exploring the new world. That is what he thinks. Okay, let's write down the comment on this part. Write down the resolution of the short story. Write down in the last action of the short story, in the last action of the short story, in the last action of the short story, all characters, all characters get together. All characters get together at the table for evening tea. For evening tea. For evening tea. All of them are in deep silence. All of them are in deep silence. And each of them has something to think of seriously. Seriously. The children who went to Jagborough Beach returned home after an unsuccessful picnic. Unsuccessful picnic. The picnic becomes a failure. The picnic becomes a failure because the aunt does not organize it. The aunt does not organize it, considering all aspects of such a journey. all aspects of such a journey. When the children reach, R-E-A-C-H, reach at the Jagborough beach, it is underwater. It is underwater because of the high tide. Because of the high tide. And moreover, that Bobby's tight boots Bobby's tight boots give him much pain and trouble. Much pain and trouble. The aunt is also not in a happy mood. She is in shameful, angry mood because she has been completely defeated by Nicholas. Nicholas. However, Nicholas Also, Nicholas is also in deep thoughts, but with a delightful mood. Delightful mood. Nicholas still thinks of Nicholas still thinks of the hunter in the tapestry picture. He knows that he knows that the hunter and the two dogs the hunter and the two dogs are in great danger because wolves are on the way. On the way to attack them. Nicholas apostrophe is Nicholas final wish is that the hunter and the dogs may escape death and the wolf may eat may eat the stag. Eat the stag. Last paragraph. In this way, The short story ends. Making Nicholas the hero and the winner. All elders become losers. All elders become losers. Saki implies that children should be children should be free from children should be free from the strict control and authority of the elders and should be allowed to experience the world and gather new knowledge. Gather new knowledge to be a matured person. Matured, M-A-T-U-R-E-D, matured person. Matured person. Okay. That is the end of that part of the short story.